And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Celtics, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. We've got Chris Paul, Banchero out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's Bates in at the 2. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals, Doris. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Releases. Shots good by Hart.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Ball. Bates misses. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the basket by Bridges.
You love the ability to stop on a dime, get into your shooting motion quickly. Mikal doing work right there.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Anunoby. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Now here's Brunson. Towns a screen on Ball. Ball against Brunson. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Anunoby can't get it to go. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bates misses.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
Pass to Simmons. This one for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and a change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in for Chris Paul. New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Left side Brunson. Towns a screen on Wagner. Hart from long range knocks down the long J. Hart's got 5.
Now Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a 3-point shot. You better guard me.
Wagner, the pass to Ball, stolen by Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. Here's Bridges. Lets the three fly. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Ball against Brunson. Fires for 3. Ball no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Ball with a steal. And the Magic pushing it up now. On up the court. Here's Banchero. And he makes it on the layup.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Left side Brunson. It's tipped. Here's Bates. Brunson defending. The 3. And they recover it. Outside Simmons. Clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, Ben Simmons wanting to show off a little bit of the work he's put in on that jump shot.
Back to Brunson from behind the arc. And again, the Knicks missing. Orlando has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Robinson with a double. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Bain comes in for Ball. And Suggs is subbed in for Bates. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Robinson. Bridges has got his second basket on the night.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Bain. From deep, here's Simmons. On target from range. Simmons has got 9. Wagner against Bridges. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando ahead, up by 2. And we'll return shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Orlando leading. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. On the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Dermonenko at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you, Brian.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Out to the wing. From deep, here's Simmons. Counted from distance. 14 points for him.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success. Boy, it's nice to see Ben Simmons catch a little rhythm offensively right here.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Sohan. And the Magic making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. Robinson finds Anunoby. There's the triple. He buries it from three.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Simmons against Anunoby. Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons has got 19 points. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York.
Now into the lineup for New York, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bridges passes to Robinson. Towns outside. Pass to McBride. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Bane. Left side, Simmons. The three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in, then for Orlando. Banchero's checked in for Simmons. Ball comes in for Wagner. And Bates is subbed in for Chris Paul. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to Bates from downtown. The Knicks with the rebound. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Bridges. No good off the back of the rim. For Orlando, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Bates.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Bridges. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Bane, the pass to Bates. Bane with a screen on Bridges. Clock at 4. A nice shot by Bates.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. Orlando, #1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Knicks trail by 5. Robinson finds Towns. Robinson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Ball passes to Bates. He's got it. 3 for 7 now. And so it's New York with it. Outside Anunoby. Towns outside. Launches a 3. Ball with the rebound.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
The 3 from Bain. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 5. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Anunoby with it. Still without a bucket. Towns outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brunson outside. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Outside Bain. Pass to Ball. Puts up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's McBride. Out to the right wing. Outside Brunson. Brunson brushes off the D. Here's Bates. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Ben Simmons getting it done for the Magic, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. More 2K action in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Robinson. Measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. One more time. A big round of applause for the Bucks.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at Orlando. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And shifting focus back to our game, the Knicks are right in the thick of it.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood, Jack. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now.
First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes.
And that one misses.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Bates misses.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, BA, he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. Then Simmons grabs the board.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
And they double up Simmons. Pass to Bates. Shot clock at 6. Bates back. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now it's an 8-point Orlando lead.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Look at the top rebounders from last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Ball against Anunoby. And that one is hammered home.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Ball against Anunoby. It's stolen by Hart. Pass to Brunson. Screen by Hart. From the arc. The rebound by Simmons.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Here's Bates. Let's go with a 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Bridges outside. Now here's Anunoby. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
Here's Bates. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Bates has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Pass to Hart. Hart with a screen on Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson passes to Hart. From the high post. Brunson misses.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And they double up Simmons. Here's Bates.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Spins. Scores off the spin. Bates has got 10 points and just... the second half.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Anunoby for three. The rebound by Simmons.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Anunoby finds Brunson. And here's Bridges. Will it go? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, B.A., because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
Pass the ball. There's the three. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight. Here's McBride. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Got a hand on it.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
From deep, here's Simmons. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside McBride. Pass to Porty. And here's Brunson. He's covered by Suggs. Now here's McBride. 5 to shoot. Bridges outside. From deep. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Outside Simmons. And so it's the Orlando Magic in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Knicks trail by 13. On the court for the Magic, the Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Bates in at the 2. The shot by Towns, no good.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Pass to Bates, launches it, good. He's been great in this one, 9 for 15 after that shot.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Knocks it down from distance. Bates has got 24.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Inside. Towns passes to Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the lob, and a big finish by Robinson.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Now Paul. Wagner outside. Here's Bates. And another 3 for Orlando.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Alvarado outside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Pass to Bates for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Bates has got 30 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Alvarado outside. Towns finds Anunoby. Back to Towns. Here's McBride. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Right side, Paul. Fires the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Outside Anunoby. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So for the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now.
Who's got Simmons?
He got it!
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Outside Anunoby. Simmons against Hart. Bridges! Can't get the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Paul. Outside ball. Takes a 3. Towns rips down the board. Fast break. Here comes New York. Anunoby. Now Bridges. Towns a screen on Paul. Bridges! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Orlando leading by 18. And here's Ball. Simmons fires! Drains the triple. Simmons has got 28 points for the game.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. From outside, off the mark. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ben Simmons.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And a big finish by Robinson. 30 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time. Alvarado, left side. He shoots. Rebounded by Brogdon. Here's Wagner. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Ben Simmons.